Hello, my dear Sagittarius. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between March 16 and March 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I now use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Zero Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and I call the six elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. So I want my dear Sagittarius to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about the full moon March 12. We will also have the new moon March 28, and it will be visible at daytime, leaving the nighttime really dark for stargazers. Earlier March 20 we will have the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. So I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Sagittarius, this is your future. This is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the last part of March 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the exact right time for you to see it. So the first card for you is Queen of Coins. So Queen of Coins is usually earth sign person like Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but it represents the divine feminine that's manifested on earth in earthly manner. So Queen of Coins is like a luscious garden. She is the things we eat. She are the things we use for shelter. She is everything we need. It's like our needs being met in a very beautiful way. On a personal level, the Queen of Coins is very in tune with her feminine side. She's both like a mother, daughter, lover in the same person, and also your best friend. She's usually very skilled, like she has a lot of knowing. She might be a teacher, a doctor, or someone that you can lean on for earthly advices. So we can also see at the Queen of Coins here on her forehead that she is enlightened, that she has opened her third eye, and that's because she has gone through her body and realized that her body, the earth, our earth, is a temple, and we are not supposed to flee from here or to not be in the body. We are supposed to be here and really manifest our soul in this presence. So it's a very beautiful card. It can indicate that that you have a beautiful Taurus person in your life, male or female. It's just talking about the female side of things, being outgiving and receptive. And it can also be this side of you that you're starting to respect and adore your inner femininity, and also maybe putting some time into making yourself beautiful and to take care of your health and take care of your surrounding in a beautiful way. So it's a very good card. The next card for you is Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is a beautiful card about truth. It's like the sword of truth has been granted to you. It's like giving you the support to actually tell your truth, tell how things really feel, how you really respond to different situations, and what you really think about your of what you want in your life. Usually Ace of Swords is the sword of truth, and we can see two birds of prey here. It's actually four. You have two also on the above here. So it's about seeing things from above, the clouds perspective, seeing where things are going with a clear vision, not being entangled in illusions. So the Ace of Swords can be that you are starting to respect your inner femininity and these gifts that she bears to the world, and that you're not afraid anymore to communicate this, to communicate your true wants and needs and love and all this. So the next card is the Temperance card. And we see here that the sun's light, your soul's light, is shining down in this temple. What I told you about the body being your temple. And we have an angel. It's kind of levitating here, mixing fire and water together. So it's a beautiful card about mixing things together. Getting your soul down in your body. How can you get this? It sounds very strange, of course, but the only way to do this is first to start to feel your body, because your soul is, of course, the life spark within you. It's the life spark within anything. So it's your warmth in your body. You can feel it in your hands. Maybe start with your hands. You can let it spread from your toes up to your through your legs and through your abdomen and through your chest and out in the arms and pouring out in the fingertips and up through the neck and through the head and pouring out on the top of your head and through your eyes. And so just fill your body with light and start to feel your body. Start to acknowledge that you have a body and all its biological feedback that it sends to you, also its emotional feedback that it sends to you. Start to become more aware. This is making you aware about the surrounding, like waking up and seeing where you are. Okay, so I'm in a human body. The Temperance card is also more than that. It's when you have gotten to know yourself, it's time to also get to know your surroundings. So the Temperance card is a little bit of a love card. It's like when you have met the love of your life through the lovers. Then with the Temperance card, 14, it's the alchemic wedding. It's when the work begins, when you see that your demons play so well with one another and that you hurt each other at exactly the most terrific point where you really can start to see yourself. And this is not for your tormention, but it's for your enlightenment. So it's because it's supposed to be like this. So you can experience, it's like Mars meeting Venus, and you don't speak the same language, you don't have the same culture, and then you start to learn to communicate, learn about the other person's culture, learn about how many sugars they want in their coffee, or if they want it black, or what kind of music taste, what's their favorite food, things like this. You start to know. You also start to know their trigger points, what's triggering them, where they hurt, where you need to help them more, and where they can help you also, because this is mutual. It isn't supposed to be a one-way street here. So it seems like you are very ready to take in some opposite energies and to really become more aware about yourself, because the more you experience and mirror yourself in others, the more you also get to know yourself and your own reactions and your own needs and wants and desires in this world. We are not here to starve. We are here to get to know ourselves and to start connecting with people and get our needs met. So the next card is a beautiful card of Three of Cups. So it's those special relationships where you really can feel your soul rejoices. It's where you can use your talents, being your true self, and become being loved for this. So it's like when two people meet and a third entity is being born, the relationship. Sometimes it can be a child, or it can be some creative endeavor that's being born here. So it's a very creative card, but it's also talking about soul families and true connection. So it seems from my point of view this far that maybe you in your feminine way, or a earth person have opened up to you and kind of showed you love, showed you a lot of interest and a lot of warm embrace. So the last card here is the Queen of Wands. So this is where you meet up with your Sagittarius energy. This is the Fire Queen. It's usually Aries. It can be Leo, but in this case it's Sagittarius. So it just shows this beautiful, beautiful mirroring. It can also be like this. If we can go a little closer here. We see this temperance card in the middle that's supposed to mix the different energies. In this case, it's earth and fire. So it seems like maybe an earth person or earth energy or your inner needs have started to tell the truth about what they really want, what they really need. It can feel rather rude sometimes, like you don't want to deal with this, you don't want to know your needs, you don't want to know another person's need, you want to be this free entity doing your own stuff and not being burdened by someone else's. But here it seems like this truth talking, or this true expression of the needs and the love, this green stands for unconditional love, has awakened something within you that was ready to be awakened. It's very beautiful. And that was in the past. I'm talking in presence because for some of you watching in early March, this will be in the now. So here is the second part of March. Here we have a Knight of Cups. So it seems like a lot of energy is coming from the Queen of Coins. Knight of Cups could be a water person, could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But it seems like it comes from this Queen of Coins. She's not only talking the truth about who she is and her goals. This Ace of Swords is like a challenge, blood, sweat, and tears, victory at last. She's also opening her heart space and letting you know what's in her deep waters. It can look very romantically, and sometimes it is, but it also have another side with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. It's like they want to be friends with you. They want to be able to communicate with you in a very beautiful, romantic way. But they also have like deep-rooted feelings, probably of pain and things that haven't been really, like how their needs haven't been met before. So when you open this Pandora's box, it will be a lot of emotions here. So you might feel overwhelmed or accused, or like this person is attacking you in some way, but you don't have to feel like this. It seems like this person, or you, the feminine side within you, is opening up and becoming really true to their feelings, their goals, and their deep-rooted emotions that's moving underneath. So it's a beautiful way of expression, so you can get to know this part of yourself better, or this person better. So the next card underneath the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is like new ignition within love. It's also a picture of your emotional body, how you can feel your biologic feedback on your emotions and your feelings and in your body. So this person or this persona within you, this archetype within you, is true and real. It has the greatest intentions and the purest feelings. So it doesn't want to hurt you. It wants to express itself in a very beautiful, uplifted manner. So these feelings have a beautiful connection also with the divine. It's how you speak telepathically to with the divine and with your soul on another dimension, in a frequency and in a communication matter that we are not so familiar with. We are usually running away from our feelings, at least the uncomfortable ones. But here it's very obvious with those cards together with this Ace of Swords that you're supposed to learn this communication now and learn to know what your feeling means and what they want to say to you and how they want to help you take the next step in how they want to guide you. So very beautiful, also a very romantic expression of love with purest intentions. The next card is Six of Swords, so it's more about this truth talking, and it's how the Ace of Swords is connecting with the Ace of Cups, with the waters, how your mind is getting connected with your heart and how you realize that they are the same. It's no contradiction here. You should follow your feelings and it's not a one-way street. If you follow your feelings, you might think that sometimes we have those impossible relationships where we don't feel really supported, but you still love the person. So this is how you acknowledge those feelings of love and understand that this relationship probably has a higher cause. Probably it's very difficult because you're supposed to learn something that's difficult to learn. So it's like going a crash course in getting to know yourself and getting to see yourself through your illusions and everything. So you can continue being in love with this person and expressing the love that you have, but you can also still express the problems that's there. You can see through the illusion, and you can light this by using your words, by putting words to your emotions. So you don't have to just, stay in the relationship and kind of accept that you can't change anyone else and just try to endure. You don't have to do it like this. You can always express yourself. If you have told the person, like some people you have to tell like one time that you want black coffee. To other people you might need to tell them the same thing like 10 or 15 times, and then you will know. So they are not really, against you and want you to have the wrong kind of coffee. They just have a later less awareness of things like this, and you can make them aware. There's a lot of awareness here by telling your true emotions, what you want, what you like, what you dislike. And sometimes again and again. It doesn't mean that you're nagging. It just means that you continue expressing yourself. You probably want to stay here, but you need to express yourself. Because if you don't, if you put a lid on, you are kind of suffocating your soul and your true expression. So what I see here is beautiful, beautiful expression, but I know by experience that people, when they feel these feelings comes like this, they might not want them to be there. It would be easier to not have those feelings and just, be able to be rational and independent, but this is not the case. So it's just for you to accept it. So here comes the Two of Wands. So this is what I picked up on. Like, you don't want to have those feelings. You don't want to feel like this. You don't want to be rushed through with this river of emotion, or it's like you scream, stop. It's like a red light here. You want to keep your self-control. You want to be able to be in control. So this is actually when you lose control and give it up to the divine. Because you have your free will, but some forces are not to be battled with, and one of those are your true emotions and your true spiritual longing. And this is clearly about spiritual longing with the Ace of Swords and the Temperance card and the Three of Cups, beautiful put like this, and it's deep rooted emotional needs. So what you resist persist. I would advise you to not resist this. Yes, okay, so you might want to take a rational decision, but it's just paint from what I see from my point of view here. It's just you trying to pretend like you're in control, but really you're swept with this wave of emotion, and you're supposed to be this. It's supposed to happen like this. Because it's a pure expression of something new, very feminine coming in here. And the feminine isn't very rational. It's creative. It's all over the place. And it's through our body and the stargate of those females, their womb. You have been born to this earth through this beautiful stargate. So very close to the divine. So when you are close to the divine, and nothing is very rational. It's only earth inhabitants that kind of try to use their 10% of their rational mind to solve every problem. It's not how it should be done. Nature is solving its problems with much more of instincts and just things happening in a very beautiful expression, like in a very feminine way. It's all over the place. And it's much smarter than any human being, nature. So here we have a Ten of Cups. So after a time of resistance and trying to have control, it's kind of you are giving up to this this love or this creativity that wants to come to you. It might be like you're longing to do something totally new in your life. Maybe you can't stand your boring work anymore, or you can't, or you are being awakened to a new kind of passion in your relationships. Also being called to talk more truthfully about your feelings in all your relationships, friendships, families, things like this. So Ten of Cups is a beautiful expression for togetherness and connection, also between Mars and Venus here. So even though we are so different, we can get to expand our consciousness by understanding another person, and thereby getting like twice as much as we were before, twice as experienced, and that much wiser. And the Ten of Cups comes underneath your Queen here. And you're surrounded with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So I think you're falling in love with something. It's like spring is here. So maybe you're falling in love with everything. But it might be like a new occupation and a relationship, a new ignition within the relationship. And it's a little bit like you're trying to avoid this, but it's just coming like this river here. So you're being dragged along. So this is in the future. So we have a King of Coins pairing up together with the Queen of Coins through the Knight of Cups. So with the Queen and the King showing up like this, it's kind of talking about long relationships that's for the long haul. It's kind of a wife and a husband, romantically connected, but it might be creatively connected. So this might be also a work colleague, that this is a very important colleague that's kind of igniting your creativity. But it might be that this one is reaching out because they want a person for the long haul, a kind of stable relationship. And it's also the Queen of Coins going through the Knight to the King of Coins, starting to express feelings that they might be a little bit shy of expressing, but then getting more and more secure. Like, okay, so they are getting more and more sure that this is how they want to be, and they find themselves being really comfortable in those new shoes about really expressing their true feelings. So when they feel like that, they are also going to become more authoritative in this role. Like, this is how I feel. I'm not going to change it. It's just what we need to work with. So it's very promising cards. Both the Queen and King is talking about material security, feeling like you have found like a stability in your life, and it looks very warm and embracing as well. So it's very beautiful. The next card underneath the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups is the Three of Swords. And this is what happens when you open up the dams, your old wounds, your old pain that you have tried to, not see. You don't want to feel this also. All the uncomfortable feelings, they are coming up right now. So when you start to feel deep love, you're also going to start to feel deep pain. When you start to feel deep happiness, you're going to also start to feel deep sorrow. It's the full scale of expressions. We are not here to live like on a flat line. We are supposed to have some pulse. And this is showing the pulse of some old pain. But if you can embrace this in yourself or in another person and say, okay, I see that you're hurting. I will do my best to help you, even though you're often the other person's trauma is kind of poking in your trauma. If a person wants to have a lot of love and a lot of closeness, it might be like the other person feels suffocated by this. And it's just because they have the same wound, but they have taken different ways of surviving those wounds. One have distanced themselves, and the other one has never given up or of finding this connection because they know it's supposed to be there. So they remember love and they want to have love. But other people are kind of giving up and saying, okay, so connection is not for me. It's too much trouble. It's too much conflicts. I'm never going to get what I need, so I distance myself. But here you have come together anyways to heal those wounds and to also rewrite your soul contract, kind of changing those patterns of your different survival skills and different techniques to avoid feeling what you really feel. The next card is Nine of Cups, so it's talking about you being in a relationship which you're supposed to have, and it's time to maybe become more grateful for it, and also kind of reevaluate your needs, looking at what you really need. We have Jupiter here in Pisces, so really looking at your emotions and seeing what could make them be more in balance. How can they be more in balance? How can your needs be more met? Because we can see this, if people have an abundance of food and water, they won't go around obsessing over food and water. But when you have a scarce resource, this is going to preoccupy your mind. So if you have something, a lack, something that you miss, that's preoccupying your mind, it's probably because you're starving. Maybe starving from not having love enough, or not having the attention enough, or not feeling enough supported. It can be whatever. So when you starve, you need to start to find out, okay, what would fill my needs? What could I eat? How can I get this love that I need? What would fill my needs? So start with this, what could fill your needs? And go from there, because then you can start to express those needs, your emotional needs, in a very beautiful way, in a very direct way. And when you are able to know yourself and your needs and who you are and what you want, it's more easier for you to communicate this also to other people, so they can start to understand you and start to actually fulfill your need. Come with the right coffee in the morning. So the next card is Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is a survival strategy. That's when you either feel like you need to attack someone and tell them like how you feel, how you have made me feel, or when you feel attacked, like when the persons tell you that with tears in their eyes that they don't feel loved enough, you feel attacked, you feel like, oh God, it's a burden on you. You feel that you need to change, you need to remember how they want to be treated, and it's like it's almost impossible because it doesn't come natural for you. So it's a conflict, but it's a conflict on a thought level, on a mind level. It's this resistance that we see. So you might feel attacked. You might feel like people want things from you that you don't want to give, or that people don't want to give the things that you need from them. So it's a distance here between people where they are not seeing each other as companions, but almost like competitors. Like the one that's most sad gets the most attention, or the one that has most to complain with is getting their needs met. And it's not supposed to be like this. If one person is starting to communicate their needs and starting to communicate what doesn't feel good, it's kind of a key for the other one to do the same thing. Also open their Pandora's box and telling what's inside. It doesn't have to be a war. It can become a mutual understanding where both persons have an arena to really tell how they feel and what they fear, because this is usually fear of being defeated, fear of being left, fear of being humiliated, fear of not being good enough, of not being perfect. We are not perfect, and we don't need to be perfect. What we need is to have this willingness to always kind of find out more about ourselves and our surrounding, to improve our life and getting more and more ourselves, our full selves. So that doesn't take a brain surgeon to do that. It's only take to get to know yourself and your needs, and to express those in a way that's more diplomatical maybe than this. And if you feel very jumped, you can tell the other person that I feel like you're accusing me, and then listen to their explanations. Maybe they don't want to accuse you at all. Maybe they want you to understand them, and probably they're open to understand you too. When they have been able to pour this river of emotions and truth over you, all their hurt and all their needs and wants, and you're taking this, and it seems like you love this person very deeply. It's just that you feel a little bit overwhelmed and feeling almost attacked. But I don't think that you have to feel this way. If it's 5, 6, and Ace of Swords, so it's the truth just that wants to come through, and it's not accusing you. It just wants to be seen, and you can also start to communicate your truth. So here's an 8 of Swords. So this is when things get difficult. It's when you resist whatever comes your way, because you don't want to feel the pain. You don't want to be aware. You don't want to be awakened. You don't want to be maybe needing anyone else. You want to be this autonomous person, being freed from every other people's rules and regulations for how you should behave and how you should be a good person, and this is how you should be. I don't think this is about this. Lose those assumptions here. I think no one is out to get you. They don't want to have a war with you. They just want you to start expressing also your needs, because this 8 of Swords is like being present by yourself and your own thoughts and limited beliefs, and how you fear that things are going to play out in the same way that they have done before. So it's like you're trapped in a very small universe, in a repetitive pattern, and it's just because you fear this situation. And when you can, so my first advice to you is to start to see what's making you so scared, what's making you freeze up, what's making you want to run, what's making you feel like it's a hopeless situation, like you can't breathe. And probably write this down, because if you write this down, you give yourself a lot of attention and also understanding, because when we are able to express ourselves for anyone, also for ourselves, we feel seen, we feel heard, and this is a great starting point for you to also practice to have your voice heard for others, people's, and to tell them how you experience this. This is Gemini, how you have like two voices in your head going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, having a little bit of a quarrel. You can have quarrels with people even if they are not there. And it's when you kind of feel that, oh, there's something going on here underneath the surface. I think that person is mad at me, but they refuse to tell. It's like holding back here, refuse to tell why you're angry, or you can just feel this sometimes. And if you have a little bit a person that's very wants to express themselves and their feelings, sometimes they can feel like they are doing it too much, and instead of continue expressing, they might start to go into passive aggressiveness or withdrawing, or acting like with silent treatment. And that's usually the key for the other person to say, okay, so I'm recognizing that you're hurting. Can you please tell me what's going on? And they don't want to, because you are a part of the reason to why they hurt. So they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to feel accused. The best way to do this is to actually listen to the person and just know that this is about them. It has something to do with you, but mostly it's about them. Just listen to them. And whenever you feel like, okay, that I can accept, you say it, because this is a tremendous support for either your own feelings, being very like expressive right now, and you want to, it's like you have no patience to wait anymore. You want to have people understanding you no matter what. So just do the best you can with this. It doesn't seem like big problems. You don't have major arcana cards like Death and Tower and the Hangman and things like this. It's just 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. So it's going on in your own mind with your own defensive skills, and how you use your self-control to avoid feelings, and how you overthink things instead of just trying to see what could actually make you happy. What would make you happy? What do you need? Okay, so I will take some cards from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to see a little bit more, could give you a little bit more advices about this situation. Okay, so we have the Lady of Lightning here. So when you, it's a Swedish saying that when you talk about the trolls, they stand in the hallway. So this is almost like the Tower card. Is the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. But this is a very helpful card. They're kind of making you quarrel with your partner or making a havoc at work or something, just for you to start to see things in their true ways. It's like this relief after a great thunderstorm, how the air is much more clear. So it's the Ace of Swords. This is the Lady of Lightning is sometimes like sudden ideas, some sudden visions, suddenly seeing something that you haven't been seeing before. And that's much like the Ace of Swords being like an enlightened vision coming down to you. And you feel the truth and you can't deny it anymore. So it's this thing. You can't deny the truth anymore. You have to bend for this force that's out of your control. You can just go with it. You can't resist it. It's too powerful. You can try to, but it's just going to make you all entangled up like a little knot. So here you have the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. So it's very much like the nine of cups, and it wants you to do certain things. It wants you to start to dream your future. Decide what could meet your needs. Make a list, all your needs, all what would make you feel like relaxed and rejoiced and happy, and also reevaluate those once more, because do you really, really want this? Because sometimes we think that we want something and we ask for it and we get it, and then we kind of change our mind. This can happen sometimes. So you need to be very specific with what you want and really think things through, because the divine, they seem to want to get this for you. They are working really hard to see to that you will get your miracles. Okay, so just look at them once more, those miracles that you want, and also praying for them could be a good help to speed things along. So past life oracle card to check in why about this resistance and the hurt with the Two of Wands and the Three of Swords and the other swords card we have, 5 and 8. So we have health here. So it's just up for debate because it wants to be healed. And we have also baby. So I think this is about healing your inner child and healing your inner being here. We have the Ace of Cups being your innermost jellyfish being that needs a lot of things. It has a lot of needs, but it's also kind of your divine compass to where you're supposed to go. So this is the part that makes your life so hard. You can imagine a baby crying to its parents. It wants to have something, and the parent is trying like zillion different things to make this baby feel comfort, and it can take a while. And maybe we could hope that our inner child didn't cry so loud. It didn't want so many things because it's making a pressure upon us to fulfill our own needs. But it's supposed to be like this. You're supposed to have this crying baby within you, because if you didn't, you would just go around acting really rational and nice and living much like a monk or nun in celibacy and seeing the one day repeat into the next one. And it's not supposed to be like this. We are supposed to live our full lives and have a full experience. And this inner child, this jellyfish inner being, is kind of putting you through hell to see to that you are actually moving forward and doing something, fulfilling your true reason for being here. And we also have health here. So it's the Three of Swords. Is how your inner child didn't were the needs didn't they weren't met, because all parents makes mistakes, schools makes mistakes, friends makes mistakes. We're always hurt because we are this inner little jellyfish, so fragile. So we are going to get hurt, and we are not supposed to put up a steel facade to avoid those feelings. We are supposed to see them and heal them. So this is what's happening now, and it's looking very beautiful and very promising. So we have a snake here. It's death and new birth, being born anew. So you are going to find your true self and being born anew. That's good news, yes? Okay. So my dear Sagittarius, thank you for being patient enough to watching this far, and also thank you for all of you subscribing, liking, and commenting to my videos. I want you to take really, really good care and rest those troublesome thoughts. Try to feel your feelings instead. And I hope to see you again in the beginning of Mars. Okay, bye-bye.